Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for logging on. This is the Gardeners Podcast. I am your host, Gardeners Reed, and I'm doing this solo today, so bear with me, right? Before I get into anything, I heard a lot of people been calling me, texting me, yo, where the podcast, where the footage, and I'm like, yo, it's coming. We recorded, me and cousin Gardeners C, on Friday. And I've been having a hard time posting it on YouTube. It was something I said that may have triggered it because it was just audio, it wasn't visual. But they wouldn't allow it to post. So I was like, I didn't want to make people think that I got y'all following me for no reason. So I'm going to do a solo dolo today. But before we get into that, the whole Gardeners brand, let me explain that. And I'm going to piggyback off what cousin said earlier from the last post I put. Gardeners is what we all call each other, as far as everybody in the team, because it was initially 4, now it's 3, because the other 4th did something that's unexplainable, intolerable. He's done. He's out of here. His application has been accepted and processed. But that's what we call each other. So if I was to ever lose my number or they were to lose their number, we text Gardeners. We know who it is because we know it's one of us. We'll pick up the phone or call immediately. Oh, this your new Jack? Cool. So I started with those 3. We'll just say 3. And when we started talking about doing a podcast, it was only right that we called it Gardeners, and it was only right that I did it with my bros, because if it wasn't with my bros, I didn't want to see it go. You know what I mean? Or if I was going to do a solo, I had to at least have their blessing, in my opinion, right? Because if I can't do it with my bros, I don't want to do it at all. But Gardeners C ain't with us today, and cousin Taj, he got a lot of shit going on, but whenever he's ready, he can come because he's a part of the brand. Now, with Gardeners C, I wanted him on here because we did a podcast on Friday, and I'm gonna still try to post the footage because it was hot. You know what I mean? And if y'all like me, y'all gonna love him, because truthfully, in my opinion, if he comes out of his shell, because he's an alien, he really don't do this internet shit. No Facebook, no Snapchat, no Instagram, no Twitter, no nothing. But if he comes out of his shell, he can truly be the star of the show, and I don't mind that. He's that charismatic. He's that witty. He's the one, right? But we'll get you guys what you need very, very soon, because I spent some money on banners. I'm taking this really serious, and this is why we're getting into what we're getting into today. Today's topic is, why did Jessie lie? Let's go back. Let's get to it, man. We're going to get to the order, man. Why did Jessie lie? And we're not going to harp on the fact that he's a gay man and all that. No. That's not the angle. That's not the way I'm thinking. This is about a liar and a nigger, because that's what he is. This has nothing to do with him being a gay man. No. It's a little bit more multi-layered than that. Now, initially, when this story broke and I heard it that night, I was like, yo, this is bullshit. I called it initially, bullshit. This is bullshit. Oh, 2 white guys, 2 a.m. in Chicago, MAGA hats, a noose. There was bleach and this, that. And once I heard everything, I was like, yo, there's too many props in this. Bullshit. This is bullshit. He's a liar and a nigger. And he's crying for attention. So I put that out on Instagram and on my Instagram story, and I got a lot of backlash for it. Because, the LGBT, OPP, ST, I can't keep up. They got every fucking letter in the alphabet. They was coming for me. And I have a lot of gay female friends. No men, because we don't have nothing in common. But as far as the females, we do. We both like women. And a lot of them got funny style with me. Because I wasn't, it's a hate crime. And let's not get it twisted. There are hate crimes that happen. But in my opinion, that was bullshit. Right? So I started looking at it, and I gave my opinion. And in my opinion, Jessie was out cruising. That's an old term, right? He was out looking for street meat. That's what Jessie was out doing. Jessie, in my opinion, and I have no knowledge, this is all alleged, these are my, assumptions. Jessie was out looking for street meat and some kind of weird, erotic, sexual pleasures. And he found what he wanted, and it got too intense for Jessie. And the noose was his, because, even when I use a noose with my bunkie, she don't take it off immediately either, and, there was no bleach. It probably was some hot urine. And, he was just looking for some erotic sexual pleasures, and he didn't have a safe word, and it got too rough. So then we let things play out. Cool. Things played out. So now, once things played out, I called it. It was bullshit. But everybody, oh, no, it's not. It's that. All right, fine, whatever. Fine, fuck it. And then it comes out, he was lying. I told y'all. I told you. Right? And it was so many different things that were alarming. You know, the noose, the MAGA hat, the white guys 2 a.m. in Chicago going to Subway. Who the fuck is getting up at 2 a.m. to get a hoagie? Who? Where? I was in that area. I was in Minnesota. It was negative 50. Then I came to Wisconsin. It got a little warmer, negative 30. Then I got to Chicago. It was negative 15. It was so cold out there, they had to put gasoline on the train tracks so the train can go through and light that motherfucker on fire. That's how I knew he wasn't out there. But nonetheless, cool. Cool. They asked him also for his phone. He didn't want to give it up. He didn't want to give it up. That was very telling. He also wore the noose for like an hour after. Like I said, even when me and my bunkie used the noose, she don't take it off initially either. She's still in a trance. You know? She's still enjoying the moment that we just had. And then, even more telling, nigga shit, clearly, they found an empty hoagie wrap, the empty Subway wrap. So he ate after he's been attacked. If you're attacked, you're in trauma. You're not eating afterward. But nonetheless, cool. So I'm sitting here like, this is bullshit. And I called it. But I'm waiting. Then comes to find out the Chicago PD was on their job and says, we found out he was lying. I said, thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Father, in the name of the blood. Look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? He's lying. I told y'all he was lying. And once it came out he was lying, it was shh. By all the gay community, it was shh. Nobody wanted to talk about it. It was so quiet you could hear a mouse piss on cotton. It was quiet. Ain't nobody wants it. It was quiet. It was quiet. Now, I told you guys he was lying. So then again, I'm like, you know what? What is Jesse's gonna do next? What is he gonna do next? You know, because he gets, arrested, this mug shot, he looks crazy. And then it comes to find out he hired Nigerians. There was no white men. Two big diesel brolic motherfuckers. Look like they squatting bench over 300 pounds apiece. These two big black motherfuckers look like some big warriors from Wakanda. There's no way he would have been able to survive a ass whooping from these motherfuckers, in my opinion, my judgment. And these niggas roll on this nigga. These niggas was shook like dice on Friday in Harlem. They was shook. They told. Boom. Boom. It was all planned out. He paid it. And the most insulting thing, $3,500. See, everybody thinks it's easy to commit a crime until you try to commit a crime and realize how difficult it is. Why the fuck you write a check? Why you ain't just cash them niggas out? But again, maybe it's because you're not a career criminal. It's not so easy, right? Clearly. So now he gets arrested, goes through the due process. And, he did the whole interview and all that. Oh, I fought the fuck back. I'm the gay Tupac. Bullshit. The gay Tupac. Tupac was the gay Tupac, respectfully. I don't know if he was gay either, but just, But, and that's alleged. But, what are you doing? I heard that and I was like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, where's this going? He went and did a concert. I'm like, where is this going? My God. But it was funny. Because I'm like, yo, this story is getting better by the fucking minute. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. I think, in my opinion, Jesse deserves to go to jail. And he deserves to go to jail for the maximum sentence or whatever it is and pay the fine, the maximum fine. Right? But there's only one way to save Jesse, in my opinion. And I think he's already started doing this. Jesse has to go to rehab. And I told people that, and he started to talk about doing that. Right? You got to go to rehab, and you got to say that you were on some kind of opioids. No reefer, no liquor, no. Something serious. You got to say you was on Molly, Xanny, Perkies, some cocaine, some sugar booger, possibly some kind of crack rock, something of that nature. It got to be hard, and you got to say you're in there for exhaustion and mental exhaustion, something of that nature. That's the only thing that, in my opinion, can save his ass, because he's in deep shit. You wrote the letter, and you cut out the letters like jigsaw and put some kind of, crushed up aspirin or BC in the letter and licked it and mailed it. And when you see, I'm pretty sure he was in the visual of the people who opened it and saw it and was like, fuck, these niggas don't believe me. I gotta turn it up. And he turned it up clearly too much. This stupid ass nigga turned it up a little bit too much, but he's going to jail. He's going to jail, in my opinion. Or his career's finished. He's done. He's a wash-up. He's a has-been. Nobody's going to touch him anymore. He's not going to be touched anymore. Not in my opinion. He's done. He's blew his shot. Jesse's finished, man. He just went to court. Nigga walked into court. He had a diddy bop. Fucker was walking like George Jefferson out the courtroom. None of that shy shit no more. He walking out. They ain't got nothing on me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got me. They ain't got nothing on me. I'm like, what the fuck? Look at this fucking body boy. Jano, no shame. This motherfucker is a arrogant little body boy. Ain't he? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. But we'll see. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. I'll do a crime with Jessie. Alleged crime. But hypothetically, I would do a crime with Jessie. Why? Because that nigga will die with the lie. He's going to die with this lie. He still wants us to believe something that we all can see and know is total bullshit. Total bullshit. Totally. It's total bullshit. And Jessie really has to come to grips with the gig is up. Because the Nigerians roll. Them niggas, they not trying to get deported. They is not trying to get dipped. They not trying to get dipped. And in my opinion, allegedly, if it all comes out, I think Lee Daniels is somewhere in the back in the cut behind this, looking for some kind of ratings, because the ratings are in the toilet for that show. It's total bullshit. And why are they even really promoting all of this gay agenda on TV for the babies? It's too much, in my opinion. It's weirdness. It's too much weirdness with it, man. Come on, man. Give us a break, man. I get it. Y'all got more fucking rights than us right now as heterosexual people. Real talk. Let's be real. They do. You want to push this, everybody is this and everybody is... No, man. Everything in this world, in my opinion, was created under the law. The sun, the moon, the stars, the birds, the bees, the trees. The sun don't come out at night, and if it do, it's a rare occurrence. Vice versa with the moon. Birds don't come out in the north like that. The ones that can do, but most fly south. You know what I'm saying? Because everything was designed under a natural order. Anyone with knowledge of self realizes this is Agenda 21. Population control. That's why they're doing it. But if you don't know that, you don't know that. And if you realize some of these vaccines they're injecting us in as young, it's giving us these female traits. But that's another talk, But the Gardeners Podcast, that's it for the day, man. That's enough.